Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to talk about something that I've seen derail so many athletes over the years, and that is off-season period. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's that period when competitions are months away, matches are over, your training schedules are a little more relaxed, but suddenly workouts get missed. Eating becomes a bit careless, body fat starts creeping up, muscle mass goes down, and before you know it, the season starts and you are playing catch up instead of building momentum. So here's the truth, athletes. Off season isn't a break from your sport. It's a strategic phase to rebuild, recover, and prepare your body for the peak performance. If you treat it like a holiday instead of a training opportunity, you are going to lose all your gains that you have worked so hard for. So in today's video, I'm going to share some science-backed practical tips to stay consistent, disciplined, and motivated during off-season, even when there is no competition. So without further ado, let's get started. First, let's understand why off-season is so important. So think of your year as a performance cycle. In season is when you're competing, whereas off season is when you're laying the foundation. Research in periodization training shows that off season is the optimal time to improve your strength and power, then work on muscle imbalances and correct weaknesses, allow your joints, ligaments, and tendons to recover from repetitive stress, build aerobic and anaerobic capacity in a structured way. So athletes, if you waste this time, you will start your pre-season with a weaker base, which increases injury risk and reduces performance potential. So in order to stay consistent and disciplined during off-season, here's my tip number 1. Set process goals and not just outcome goals. One of the biggest mistakes athletes make is that they set goals around competition. I want to win this tournament, or I want to run within this time. So during off season, there is no immediate competition, so the motivation dips. The fix is shift to process-based goals. So instead of saying, I want to improve my speed, say, I will complete 3 speed sessions per week. I will track my protein intake daily. So sports psychology research shows that process goals keeps your motivation high because they are within your control and provide small wins that build consistency. Tip number 2, maintain a structured schedule. So when there is no competition next week, it's tempting to push workouts around or train when you feel like it, but our brain thrives on structure. So here's my advice. Plan your training, recovery, nutrition, and skill sessions in advance and treat them like non-negotiable appointments. If it's in your calendar, it's more likely to get done. Here's my tip number 3. Nutrition discipline is non-negotiable. So here's a hard truth. During off-season, many athletes gain unnecessary fat because they keep eating like they are in competition mode but burn fewer calories. And having said that, it doesn't mean you need to cut back drastically. In fact, your body still needs fuel to repair tissue, build muscle, and support training. So the key is adjusting macros to match your training load. Number 1, keep your proteins high, 1.6 to 2 grams per kg body weight to maintain muscles. Then moderate carbs depending on training intensity and include healthy fats for hormone health. Now moving on to next tip, build strength and correct weaknesses. So if you have been putting off strength training during season because of match fatigue, then now is the time. Use off season to increase load and compound lifts for overall strength. Address mobility issues and muscle imbalances and work on explosive power without worrying about match day soreness. Strength training during off season has shown to reduce injury risk by 50% in the following season. That's why I keep encouraging all my athletes to focus on building strength during off season. Now moving on to next tip to stay consistent during off season is to keep a training log or journal. So I make all my athletes do this. Write down what training you did, how you felt physically and mentally, and your nutrition notes. Now, not only this helps in keeping you accountable, but reviewing your off-season log before pre-season helps you to see exactly what worked and where you need improvement. Here's my 6th and last tip. Stay connected with your why. Without competition, it's easy to lose urgency, and that's why I recommend having reminders of your bigger goals, which could mean having a vision board or a quote in your training space or a coach or a mentor to keep checking on you. Motivation fades, but discipline stays when you connect your daily actions to your bigger vision. So my dear athletes, off-season can either be your secret weapon or your biggest setback. Build strength, fine-tune your nutrition, improve mobility, and stay disciplined now, so that when the season starts, you're ahead of the competition and not chasing them. And that's all about today's video. And now I would love to hear from you. What's one habit that you generally struggle during off-season, training, recovery, or nutrition? Drop it in the comments and let's talk about it. And don't forget to like this video, share it with your training buddies, and don't miss to subscribe to my channel for more science-backed sports nutrition and performance tips. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely weekend, and I shall see you next week.